Hello, friends. Like everyone else during the pandemic, I've been flip-flopping emotionally a lot these days and seeking opportunities for peace and joy. I've been undergoing a challenging task, well, many of them, but this one specific task is a fitting metaphor, I think, for my life right now. I am downsizing, going way down, and my most recent domestic assignment is paring down my books. My books. My books are a huge part of my identity. As a culture, we've come to learn the importance of storytelling. It's essentially human, and it's how we share, how we communicate empathy and understanding. So it's no longer just a walk a mile in someone's boots or moccasins. It's listen to their stories, learn from their stories. I'm a collector of stories, and the journeys I've been on with my books are integral to who I am, who I've evolved, who I've become. So it's difficult to say goodbye to some of the chapters of my life, and also to recognize that many of these books are obsolete. In a digital age, will anybody really want to read the seminal book on home births in the 1970s? Won't current audiences just Google or YouTube how to chop wood and carry water? As I empty my shelves of books that I have a strong kinship with but haven't cracked open in almost 2 decades, I think about all that I am carrying that is no longer relevant in my life. Even though I know it's time to part, I get nostalgic and sad saying goodbye. I have to stop to reflect on who I was when I got that book or read that passage. I give a moment to contemplate who gifted it to me. I read the marginalia, notes from a previous self, written in pencil, with exclamation marks about something I found profound, something I needed to remember or write about myself. I linger with that person who was me, and I feel my emotions running around, trying to find somewhere to land. At the staff meeting the other day, Reverend Laura mentioned when we are in a difficult stretch, sometimes it's best just to be okay with not being okay. Now there's a self-help title. That's hard for us who want to fix, repair, and mend. But those actions aren't always the right actions. Sometimes we need to endure, to wait, to let go, to grieve. I think about all this as I release my books on midwifery or outdated travel guides, and yes, even the occasional self-help. We need to let go of objects, relationships, and mindsets that no longer serve us. And when that feeling is hard, being okay with not being okay just might see us through. In closing, I'd like to share a Jane Hirshfield poem called The Hamper. My interpretation of this poem is that it is about acceptance and finding yourself in that place where you're okay, whether you're okay or not okay. Hamper by Jane Hirshfield. As sunlight or darkness fits itself around lamp, tail, or mountain, silence stitches itself around hopes, thoughts, and words. Some hear it, the sound of their own speech, coming back from when they are dead. Some find it summer cool pillow, winter wool coat. Some tack their names on its door and step inside. And if in that room there is happiness so without measure you cannot keep your eyes open to see it, and if in that room sorrow bends like late nettles in sleet, silence will be there also to greet them, sitting each in its wicker hamper on a plaid blanket, 2 sleepy puppies. Thank you. Be well.